I want to tell you one of the biggest, most important things I learned about how to succeed in my career. And it is really apropos at this time of year because this is the season of giving, right? And you may not feel like you got a lot to give, but listen up. It's really simple and it's going to make you feel good and it's going to be good for your career. I'm Lilli Cloud, founder of Bluefeet. I help people get and succeed in careers that serve them so they can serve the world. So when I first decided to open my own business, I asked around to others who had been freelancing, which is what I started out doing. And I said, how did you get business? How did you make it work? How did you keep your career going? And they told me something that is simple, but often gets left behind in the busyness of head down, doing your work and all of that. And that is this: networking is giving. I want to thank my friend Patria for putting really clear words to this. She's the one who actually put this into words for me. Networking is giving. It can be helping somebody get a job. It can be making a connection for them. It can be, showing up for remembering their birthdays, sending a sympathy card, letting them know something matters. We actually even made a CD of fun rock America songs when we had a client who became a U.S. citizen. Just showing up for somebody. And I know that seems really simple, and you maybe aren't a freelancer. You may have a, quote, real job working for someone else. You may not have your own business. But this is just as important for you as it is for me, because people remember these kindnesses. They remember that you stayed connected to them. And in this year of giving, there's a lot of people who have been really isolated. You might be one of them. My grandma, she spent almost all of her days and nights alone in the last 15 years of her life. And I thought it was very ironic, but her volunteer job was to call the shut-ins. She knew what that was like to be a shut-in. So there's a lot of people out there, especially this time of year, who really could use a greeting card, a kind word, a connection. And the good news is it may be good for your career, reaching out to some colleagues who maybe have been struggling this year, especially if they've been struggling this year. You can be the one who shows up, who checks in on them during this really hard time of year. Just send them a note, just thinking about you, wondering how you are. Would you like to connect? Is there anything I can do for you? And the good news is it makes you feel good and it makes them feel good. And it's how we all create a community together. And that is good for all of us, and it's good for you because people are going to remember you, and they're going to remember that you're the person who showed up and that they could count on. So during this season of giving, that's my 2 cents worth of advice to you. Reach out to somebody, especially if you need reaching out to. They're going to appreciate it.